Hebrew word is a word called al-gabur. Al-gabur is also translated as mighty ones or mighty chiefs. The same word is given in Ezekiel chapter 32 verse 21.
Okay.
Where, let me explain.
I can respond to that.
Okay, but let me just finish my point so you understand. Furthermore, by you stating that if Christ is the everlasting Father, this would be a heresy according to your belief. Why? Because you don't believe Christ is the Father. You believe that he is distinct. So by you saying that Isaiah 9:6, and one more quick point, and then I'll let you. No, and another thing, you seem to be reasonable to talk to. In Isaiah 9:6, Brenton's Septuagint version. You know what it says in the Septuagint, in Brenton's Septuagint, that he will be the great messenger of the mighty council. It doesn't call him mighty God there. Not in the Brenton Septuagint.
In the what Septuagint?
There is an author by the name of Brenton's Septuagint, Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6.
So we can look at the Qumran scrolls and look at the ancient Hebrew, but so you want to get into a translation, so let's leave that for a second.
Well, you're the one who brought up 9:6, so let's go into it.
So the Qumran scrolls will say that he was called Mighty God and Eternal Father. And there's one who's the Eternal Father. And in the Gospels in John, I believe it's in John, but Jesus says to one of the disciples, because you have seen me, I believe it's Philip he was talking to.
Yeah, John 14:9. John chapter 14 verse 9.
Yes.
Now let me explain to you what that means. That
He's
is
saying, no, he was saying, I'm in the Father and the Father is in me.
Yeah, I know, I'm
and
familiar.
So the Lord is one, Echad.
Yes.
And so there's three persons of the Godhead, and he's saying the persons of the Godhead are all in unity and in each other. And so because you see me, I've revealed to you the Father.
right. So now I've listened to you as well politely without interrupting you. Context, you're not going to, in John chapter 14, this is the discourse where he says, number one, in my Father's house there are many mansions. In John chapter 14 verse 6, he says, I am the way, the truth and the life. No man comes through the Father except through me. Then he says in John chapter 14 verse 9, that he that has seen me has seen the Father. But continue to read a few verses later. For in my words that I speak can you see the Father. Furthermore, in John chapter 5 verse 37, it says God cannot be seen at any time. 1 John chapter 4 verse 12 tells us the same thing, that God cannot be seen at any time.
Okay,
so what
second,
did God, so let me just wrap up because I was polite because I let you speak, didn't I? So in that instance, what we're showing, when he said that he that has seen me, he's seen the Father, first of all, think about this carefully. This would be a heresy according to your belief, because Jesus is not the Father. So if you're saying he that has seen me has seen the Father, you're saying you're seeing the Father, but Jesus is not the Father.
He explains, he says, because the Father is in me and I'm in the Father.
Right. So just like in John,
by the word of God. And so Jesus said, in my word you see the Father. And what did
in my word, yes, exactly, in the
so
word.
What did the psalmist say? The psalmist said that God elevates his psalm decree, that he elevates his word above his own name. And in John it says, in the beginning was the Word.
The Word was with God.
And the Word was God.
You know, that's
just as Jesus elevates the Father above himself, so the Father elevates Jesus above himself, showing you the unity of God.
Yeah. She's already been, if you go to YouTube, there's a guy called Nazam, he answers all her questions inside out. You should watch it. It's on YouTube. So basically speaking, in John 1:1, it's a personification. It's like, you know, like in Proverbs chapter 8 verse 22, wisdom is personified in the form of a word. So in that particular verse, in the beginning was the word is referred to commonly as a parenthesis. A parenthesis is something which the author of the gospel thought Jesus would be. It's not Jesus's explicit words. So in the beginning was the word.
So you're saying the Bible is incorrect?
Well, what I'm saying to you, according to your own Trinitarian scholars, the one who believes exactly what you believe, they say that John's Gospel had 3 different authors, 5 different redactions. 3 different, let me explain to you. You know, often in Muslim Christian discourse, Muslims will quote John 17:3 or John 14:28 as evidence that Jesus can't be God. Christians will commonly come back and say, no, John 1:1, John 14:9. So what happens then? See, they don't want you to hear now. They don't want you to listen. We're having a good conversation and it's making sense. So no, but let me respond. I'm speaking to you. Thank you. It's what you call polite. He's being polite. Not like you, rabbiting, shouting. Everyone's watching you. He's watching you. You're a polite person. We're having a polite dialogue.
Religion is evil.
See, watch this.
And they're twisting
right.
scripture.
let's just go back to you raised John 1:1. Let me make my response, and then I'll give you the good courtesy to make a response to that. So in John 1:1, that's a parenthesis. In the beginning was the Word. Okay, check this out. In the beginning, hang on. No, I'm speaking to him. No, it's a word from God. Big difference. Some like a word sent by God. Word from God. Word from God. It's not the word of God. So let me explain. Listen, with these shouters, is this good conversation? At least we were having. You may disagree with me. I may disagree with you. However, we have a decent dialogue. So in John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word. As far as you're concerned, the Word is Jesus. And the Word was with God. Immediately there's a distinction. In the beginning was the Word, Jesus, the Logos, and the Word was with God. And the Word, who is Jesus, is God. Meaning the Word is the Father. That's what is called the fallacy of equivocation. This is it. They don't want you to hear. They don't want you to hear.
What does God say in the desert? He says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God, the Lord is one."
Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 4. He knows nothing. I can't debate an Uncle Tom. No. I can't. I don't want to debate you, Uncle Tom. I've already debated you. Yeah, because you support Acts 13:1. Three different authors of John's Gospel, 5 different redactions it went through. That's why Muslim comment. No. I'm telling you, this is the composition of John's Gospel. F.F. Bruce. I've already spoken to him many times before. He's just all mouth. That's all he is. Just all mouth. That's all he is. At least this individual, at least good discussion. But you hecklers come along to disturb it. You come to disturb because you're all mouth. That's all you are. You're all mouth. That's all you are. In your religion, women can't proselytize. Paul says women cannot proselytize in the church. No, that's not the point. It says generally, women cannot proselytize. So there you have it. I've absolutely humiliated. Your friend though, you can see the truth. You've seen the truth there. That's it. Solomon, 700 wives. Solomon had 700 wives. Abraham, several wives. David had several wives. Exactly. So having many wives is not an issue. That's the Bible teaches that as well. Yes.
Wallahi, akhi. This is majaneen. It's crazy people. Wallahi. You fasting.
Good afternoon to you. Free information on Islam, most informative. Thank you so much. Free information on Islam.